Morning everybody, happy Tuesday. All my children are back at school and college and my husband is back at work and I'm left here in a silent house, which is absolutely lovely. I know some of you are just starting on half term now, so if you are just starting half term, hope you have a lovely week. Our half term I felt went really fast. It sort of just kind of blinked and I missed it. We didn't do a huge amount, but what we did do, we really enjoyed. So, I mean, it did help that we were lucky with the weather. So we haven't had the weather too bad. So it has meant that getting out and about has been a lot easier. Usually February half term, I absolutely dread it because it's usually really bad weather and really cold and it's just miserable. But it's been okay. Anyway, it's now Tuesday and they're all back at school and I'm left with the half term reset, shall we call it. The house is an absolute dump and I've decided today's the day that I'm going to drag everything out of the kitchen cupboards, which is probably not my wisest idea when I've got so much else to do. It's also pancake day and I've promised the kids pancakes after school, so we get like half an hour between, no, it's not even half an hour, it's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes till we have to leave for gymnastics. So my plan is to make a huge batch of pancakes up, cover them in some foil to keep them warm, set it all up on the table, and then they can come in, have that as their snack, and then we can go out to gymnastics. Because gymnastics finishes at 5, so then dinner ends up being a little bit later. So by the time we do dinner and then I start doing pancakes, it's going to be like really late. So this way the kids can have their pancakes, they can go off to bed like normal, and then I can do the older ones pancakes later on. However, during the half term, Kev put up some cupboards in our utility room, which I've been wanting for ages, but they're finally up. And the plan is to use them as storage for, so there's two like thin ones like this and one bigger one. And my plan is to have one for like all of the washing powder, softener, all that sort of thing. And then the bigger one I'm going to use for baking stuff, because our baking stuff takes up a whole cupboard and it doesn't get used all the time. So it's, you know, that cupboard could be used much better. Could have a better purpose. So that's what I'm doing, and it's currently awful. It's currently a right mess. I still have my shoes on because I dare not take them off because there's now pasta and flour and all sorts all over the floor. I've got half a bag for the bin, out of date stuff and just rubbish. This is pasta. I've got tons of pasta. I bought that blooming at Halloween and we never used it. This is gonna have to be split to 2 baskets because I've got far too much pasta and rice to fit in one. And then I've got all of the baking stuff to sort out. I mean, I've got these that I bought that we never made and they're going to go out of date in the next couple of months, so the kids need to make them even though it's not Halloween. I've just got stuff everywhere. I've tidied up on top of the cupboards so far, so that's a lot of the rubbish is like empty. One of those tubs is crisps and one is medicine, so it's like empty paracetamol packets and such. And yeah, I'm just now doing the biggest cupboard because it goes all the way back. So it's a huge cupboard and it's really wasted on having just baking stuff in it. So that is what I'm doing today, right now. And I need to hurry up so that I can actually get some of the other housework done. My 3 new cupboards in my dingy, awful utility room. Kev put them up, so they're not, you know, they're not amazing, but he's no kitchen fair, but they are perfect for what I need them for. So I've got this one now with all the baking stuff. You've got your plain flour, self-raising flour, a million different types of sugar, more sugar back there. I'm going to get the kids to make these this weekend so that they don't get wasted. And then, like, you know, your sultanas, raisins, coconut cherries, all of that sort of stuff. And then up on the top shelf, the cake tins and the scales. And then in this little thin one on the end, I've put all of the attachments for the mixers, cutters, piping bags, rolling pin, etc. And then on the top, I've got the various mixers that we own. We own 2 of the same sort of thing, so really I should get rid of one of them. And then in here is my secret stash of lunchbox bits, because when I go to the cupboard and the big kids have eaten all of the lunchbox bits, I can come in here and there's my little secret stash. And then this little thin end one, I'm going to have just like my washing powders and such in there. I've got a nice empty shelf to make use of at the top. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's going to make all the difference having some of the stuff that's been, you know, cluttering up the cupboards in the kitchen in here. And I keep buying more and more baking stuff because I could never see what I had. And I'd go to the shops and be like, oh, do I have flour or don't I? And then buy more and then find I've got tons of it. As I say, I filled that up and I've still got that one left. I do need to top up on plain flour because that's going to get used today to make pancakes. But yeah, it's going to make all the difference having this cupboard here. And when Summer says, can I bake? I can say, well, you can go and see what we've got and be able to know what we've got and know what we need to get. So that is my first job of the day achieved. And now I just need to tidy up the mess that I made whilst doing that. I have so far done the sides, but yeah, I'm going to crack on and tidy up the kitchen and then move on to the next room. Taken me actual hours, but it's so good to have the kitchen all clean and tidy and post half termed. Jen just told me to put 2p in with my tulips and apparently it will make them stand up again. So I've just chucked a 2p in the bottom of there to see if that works or not. Got myself out a plate and I'm going to make myself some lunch before I tidy up a little bit of the front room and start making pancakes. The reason I said that I was only going to start the front room is because I just didn't have enough time to do it all, because I had the most enormous pile of washing on top of the sofa that I needed to fold up. So I've just folded all of that up whilst I was watching last night's EastEnders. Now, I used to watch EastEnders religiously. Every Sunday since I was a child, my mum would watch the omnibus after the F1 whilst doing the ironing. So I always watched it, and then I stopped watching it during the pandemic, and then I started to dip in and out of it again a couple of months ago, but I'm probably about a week behind. So I thought, oh, I can't be bothered with watching all of what I'm behind on. I'll just catch up from watching last night's episode, which I thought was supposed to be really juicy because of what was written on Instagram. It was rubbish. It was boring. But anyway, I watched that, folded up my washing. Now I'm on to making pancakes for the little ones when they get in from school. I'm just going to do the little ones because I don't know when the older ones are going to be in, although Jamie is already in, but I just went in his bedroom to put some washing in the airing cupboard and he's asleep. So, to be a teenager, hey? Just to sleep the afternoon away. I think Brooke is out on a driving lesson and I think Bella is coming over after school. In fact, I know Bella is coming over after school for tea. So I'm going to have to do another big batch of pancakes for the older ones later on. But I just thought, let's just do the little three, get them done. They can have this as after school snack, and I need to get Felicity's gymnastics stuff ready. Pancake day isn't even special for my kids because we have pancakes all the time, but I've just made 6. My friend Lindsay said to me the other day, how do you make pancakes so often? Don't you get stressed out? Because when I make pancakes, like, they're always back wanting another pancake, wanting another pancake. And I was like, no, I just make them all in one go and stack them up on a plate and nobody gets them until they're all made. And she was like, does that work, does it? And I was like, yeah. So I wouldn't do it otherwise because, like you say, they're constantly like, one's finished and wants another one before you finish making for the others that haven't had one yet. So I said I just make them all on one big plate and then pop them on the table once they're all done. So I'm just going to cover these in foil just to keep them warm. And I also need to cook a spaghetti bolognese. And I was meant to do that before school run, but I have run out of time. So I'm just going to put this all on the table. There's no raspberries left because Kev used them in the crumble that he made yesterday. So all I've got is sugar, lemon, and maybe some chocolate spread and a banana. That's it. Might have a few blueberries in the fridge. Look what Mummy's made. Do they look delicious?
Yeah.
Are they still warm?
Yeah.
Have they stayed warm?
Yeah.
Right, no football in the house, Riley. Hang on, Mummy needs to open that, babe, it's a new jar. Don't do it with your mouth. Yuck.
You got?
Riley, no football in the house.
Stop saying it.
I can still hear it bouncing.
You're bouncing down there.
Not too much, Fiona. Right, we've got 15 minutes and then we need to leave. You've got 75% battery on your tablet for the gymnastics, okay?
Is that enough?
Yeah, oh, that's enough whilst this is doing gymnastics.
So can I have a knife, please?
Right, let me do hers and then I can get another knife out.
Get another knife for Riley. I'm going to take ages ready for this. I'm going to get all around my pancakes.
You've got to mix it before you use it. Sienna.
Oh! My back's going to be so hard.
It takes about 10 times as long to make pancakes as what it takes the kids to then devour them. Felicity's just got changed into a leotard and we are off to gymnastics. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Haven't been for a couple of weeks.
Oh no, I haven't been about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. You need to juice bowl.
I'm excited to come.
To watch Felicity.
Yeah.
You used to do gymnastics, didn't you? But you didn't go on very well with it.
No, she was like
She wanted
crying.
to. Yeah, she doesn't.
Wanted to stay with you.
She gets a bit upset, doesn't she, when she's not next to Mummy? And she didn't like that I was like upstairs watching over. She like wanted me to be in the room with her.
I always think like. I thought like, do you know the person on the air track who was helping me do backbends and jumping backwards?
Yeah.
I thought she'd be a bit rude to me, but she was actually not at all.
Why did you think she was going to be rude?
Because she always like make people do crazy things like front flips and standing like that.
Oh, does she?
But she didn't do that to me.
Did you think she was going to be strict? Is that what it was?
No, not really strict, like a bit rude. She
Okay.
actually wasn't.
Oh, that's good then.
Done it? Wow, it's a new ball. I got it.
Back from gymnastics and I just picked up Kev from work and Summer from dance. I'm just making spaghetti bolognese for tea. If you can hear all the thumping about, Bella is in the front room and I think they're doing gymnastics by the sounds of it. So yeah, just going to make up a quick spaghetti bolognese. I'm being stressed out by teenagers or a teenager. It's usually one that's always the culprit, because I've set new rules that you have to be in the house by 11 o'clock on a weeknight and 11:30 on a weekend, because Jamie's been going out to the gym until sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, and when he comes in the dog barks, which wakes up everybody, and also I can't settle not knowing they're all home, so he's not liking that and he's just tried telling me he's not going to be home until midnight, and I'm like no. So yeah, my good day is not so great right now, but never mind. I'm going to cook this dinner, get everybody fed, and then it's Tuesday, which is mine and Felicity's night, where we like to watch Call the Midwife. She loves it. She's so interested like on how things were back in the olden days, as she calls it, and she also she loved going around that carriage museum and hearing about how people lived back when there wasn't cars. So yeah, she really loves history, which is nice. Hopefully that love for history will stay and she'll enjoy it even more so when she gets into like secondary school. Reese and Summer both have studied history at GCSE level. Reese didn't get on with it very well at all. How are you getting on with it?
I'm predicted a 5+.
Oh, she's predicted a
Potential 6.
a 5, potentially a 6, so she's not doing too badly with it. Reese struggled, but he didn't take it from the very beginning of his GCSEs. He took it from, believe it or not, he dropped drama and took on history, so he did history and geography, and then he went off to do performing arts at college. So funny how he dropped drama and then went back to doing that sort of thing, although he actually specialises in dance. So they've just got casted, you might have seen it on Instagram, for Grease, and Reese has got Kaniki. So they've just started their rehearsals this week for that, which they're, well, he says that they're really enjoying it.
Stuck one out.
I think I stick like that.
Have you done any big numbers yet?
Literally.
What ones have you done?
Grease
We've done Grease of the World.
Yeah.
Actually, we've done a bit of Grease Lightning. And we've
Alright.
done one time ago.
You've got to do the long leg
What do you mean?
on the end of Summer Nights.
Me and Finn.
You've got to do that long leg. Can you do it?
Apparently, I'm not allowed to say, did she put up a fight?
What? Did she stay the whole night?
I have to say, did she stay the whole night?
You can mock up to that when you
I think myself was girls.
Wait, you guys asked us to 11.
Eight.
8, sorry.
When did you leave?
I don't know.
Before we go in.
Yeah, but Reese, I've done wash up, dry up, and now I'm on the table.
I bet it's expensive.
Do you reckon there's ever be a day?
to walk up there.
Do you reckon there'll ever be a
25
day where we don't argue over who's doing what?
Dad, what am I on? Table?
And then you drive away.
I reckon we're going to have to go back to the old days when you turn your tablet off the table, Sienna. When you were little and you used to have a rota and then you couldn't argue. Sienna, if you don't turn the tablet off, you don't get another pancake.
Oh, there's no point having the road, I'm not here.
Well, you'll have to go home and do your job and then go back out.
Mum makes good pancakes.
No, it's not
Sienna,
about.
Mum makes good pancakes.
Do it again.
That's about.
I don't like pancake. I made 180.
Ooh,
What are you giving up for
I've
that?
got that in the back.
What?
What are you
I
giving
always
up for
forget about you supposed to do something out.
Huh?
When's when?
That starts
Starts
today,
today,
from
from
Shrove
Monday till
Tuesday.
Easter.
What does?
Lent, the whole point of Pancake Day is that you have to, it's
What are you
the
giving
start
up?
of Lent, where you give up something.
I
until
will
Easter.
give up.
What are you giving up?
I'll give up my job.
Nice one.
Hey guys, right now we had dinner and now we are having pancakes and Mummy's making them.
Because I've made about, I think this is probably the 15th pancake I've made today. Made 180 at work.
I have set up the table.
Oh my gosh. Done a good job, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your ice cream.
How many are there each?
What?
One.
Oh, I was just going to help you.
the chocolate spread one.
Hey?
That's the chocolate spread one. Do you want this one?
What, your ice cream? Your ice cream?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
That's all chocolate spread.
And you kind.
Only 5,000 more.
Right. What would you like on that one then, Sienna?
I'm never
Yes, what would you like on it?
Okay, try and get me to 5.
Oh, did you want even off the sauce? Or just have a plain ice cream? This.
Yeah, I see.
Do you want the sauce or do you just have a plain ice cream?
Huh?
Right, you're going to need a fork to eat it. You won't be able to eat it.
What are you doing?
Alright, we're done yours, Sienna.
Picture?
Let's do it ourselves. I'm not allowed to help.
Stop.
What? You don't need chocolate for the shop.
What? What? What?
So you got sugar on it?
I just shook it like that, opening it and all spitting out.
This landed on your pancake. You know anywhere else. It's like a fork or a spoon. Fork or a spoon.
Bella, surely that's an egg. Bella.
Why did it do that?
Jesus.
Have we all got 2 each?
Not sure. Don't know what to say. But the girls had 2 each earlier, so they only really need 1 more.
Yeah.
They only have one.
Me, Reese and Bella.
Who's doing that then?
Both the 3 little ones had them earlier.